A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we are having Trivia Nights of the Old Republic here on the Raw Quiz Show. Joining me tonight is Rachel Wall, Tim Robbins, Jack Cornwall,
Yep.
and Gail Robbins. And I, of course, am your host and Jedi Master, Ryan Ashley Wall. Thank you all for joining me tonight. We are having a very special themed episode of the Raw Quiz Show. Everything is all Star Wars all the time. All right, even tonight's point types will be themed after Star Wars. Sword points, which hit people adjacent to you on this scoreboard, are lightsaber points. Bow points, which hit anybody on the scoreboard, are now blaster points. And of course, normal points are still normal points. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Another interesting change is that the question categories are slightly different. Yes, it is still history, science, culture, and random, but history is galactic history, science is galactic science, and culture is galactic culture. It is all Star Wars all the time, baby. So let's get this show on the road. All right, question one, a history question for 10 lightsaber points. According to legend, what year did the Galactic Republic's Ruusan Reformation occur? According to legend, what year did the Galactic Republic's Ruusan Reformation occur? Jack, what do you have?
Gail.
I have
Rachel.
1032 BBY.
I do not have 1032 BBY.
Gail.
Tim.
Gail, what do you have?
1000 BB.
I do have 1000 BBY. So lightsaber points, you can hit me, Jack, or Tim.
We'll go Ryan.
All right, well, I'll just my HP there.
Yeah. Since he called normal points, he could have called them force points, which would have just been really easy. But, you know.
Okay, fine. Force points it is.
I just want the points that correspond to a proton torpedo to wipe out everyone.
That comes much later.
Ion cannons.
Yeah, ion cannon is when I disable you. Or force lightning points, one of the two. All right, our next question is science question for 10 normal points. What does the TIE in TIE Fighter stand for?
Rachel.
Rachel, what do you have?
Twin ion engines.
Yes, that is 10 force points, so bring your HP up to 60.
How did I not know that?
I know. I was thinking the same.
My brother would have known that.
I didn't know that either, if it makes any difference.
Already, the faster Google Foo is working.
It's really is. Google foo.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, our next question is a culture question for 10 blaster points. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Sure, but do you know the name of the Mon Calamari ballet Palpatine and Anakin were watching when he first heard it?
Say that again.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Tim.
Jack, what do you have?
Oh, I think that's wrong, but I'll call it Squid Lake.
That is correct.
Oh, that was a very, very sketch search that I put.
It sounds fake, like Squid Lake. That's got to be wrong.
Well,
right?
because I'm like, it's got to be this other one, but it's not. I'm just gonna go with that one.
Well, it's a play on Swan Lake, right? So like,
yeah.
Okay, I
Right.
just want to say, if I don't do well tonight, it's because I don't know how to spell all these funky things in Star Wars. So
This is where your normal search history would work.
yeah,
because
hey.
All right. Well, those
Oh,
are
and
10
I'm
blast
gonna
points.
blast Rachel back down to even with everyone else.
Okay, so
Ooh.
adjust your HP, please.
Oh,
Just
adjust
so I
it
can
up?
make her do that again.
No, not
Okay.
up.
Down.
We
I
need to be going
know.
down, not up.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Just kidding.
okay.
I don't even know what that would mean. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
She is not pleased in that scenario. All right. Question 4 is a random category question for 10 normal points. Hands up, no Google. We are going to play the Price is Right Galaxy.
The answer
Edition.
is Jar Jar Binks.
At least it's not the spelling bee.
Yes. Oh God.
The spelling bee would be rough in this.
Yes, for sure.
So let's see. I need.
Rachel's Pan Labyrinth again.
Why is this not showing up? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. For this, we're going to be playing a little bit differently. It is not in US dollars. that
Oh
we are
my
playing this
God.
game.
What?
I
Republic
want
credits.
this in
You're
Is it
killing
imperial,
me.
in imperial
Republic?
credits.
Imperial credits or Republic credits?
Imperial credits. Because tonight we are bidding on this fully armed and operational battle station.
That's
Look,
only the
don't-
partial. Are we doing
don't-
this is Return of the Jedi version or New Hope version?
Don't let its incomplete look fool you. It is a fully armed and operational, slightly used battle station. Okay. This thing is a planet killer and is ready to go for destroying rebels, their ships, or their home planets. And it is yours if you can correctly get the price right. Now, as usual, going over eliminates you. It's as close as you can get without going over. Does anybody want to put in a starting guess for how
Sure.
many?
I'll start.
Go ahead, Tim.
I'm gonna go with 100 billion Imperial credits.
100 billion Imperial credits. All right.
I was going to go more than that. I'll say
What?
100 trillion.
100 trillion Imperial credits. Okay. Gail, Rachel, do you want to?
I'll do 1 million Imperial credits.
1 million Imperial credits. That's that bargain Death Star.
That's
Yeah,
It's only half done.
it's it's
Rachel.
built by the lowest bidder.
You should use Price is Right rules with this, and you have a better chance of winning. If
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Can you remind me what all of you said? What the prices
So-
you all said?
Me
Uh,
and Tim are super high, 100 trillion, 100 million, and Gail is at 1 million.
no,
I said
100 billion.
100 billion,
billion.
100 trillion, and Gail's at 1 million.
I'm gonna do 99 trillion.
99 trillion Imperial credits. Well, I have to say the winner is
Rachel.
Tim,
Tim,
because the Death Star, and actually both Death Stars, are worth 1 trillion credits. Now, you might be wondering, why is the half complete second version worth the same amount? One,
Inflation.
inflation. Two, it took them 19 years to build the first one. So that is a really bad return on investment. They
Wow.
have learned a lot with the second one, and they got it fully operational in way less time. So
well, I mean, they already had all the engineering put together. They just had to reassemble it.
yes.
All right, so this was blaster points.
This was normal points. So you or
Force
force points.
points.
Excuse me, force points, yes. But what do y'all think about that one? That was fun, right?
That was fun.
The
Fictional
force
currency.
points gives me help.
Yep.
Yes.
So you'll be up at 60. Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, our next question is a science question for 10 blaster points. The Geonosian Sonic Blaster was developed and produced by what arms manufacturer?
Jack,
What you got?
the Gordall Weaponsmiths.
That is correct. That's 10 blaster points. You can hit
Rachel.
anybody. Rachel.
Okay.
Shocker.
Yeah, I'm not in the lead anymore, jackass.
All right. Well, with Rachel falling to the dark side, let's have another question. A culture question for 10 normal points.
Hey, at any point does
Miraculously,
Jack get disabled?
well,
I've
sure,
only got
but
one question in a row, right?
right. So far, he's not overbearing. This next question is a culture question for 10 force points. Miraculously, there's only one confirmed death in the 32 BBY Bunta Eve Classic. Who was it?
Say that again.
Miraculously, there was only
Gail.
one. Gail.
Tyrell.
Rats Tyrell is correct for 10 force points.
Good one,
Like,
Gail.
if you watch the Phantom Menace, you think like half of those guys are dead.
Yeah. Nobody lived through the race. Only Anakin, because he's the only one.
But I mean, there's a couple crashes where I'm like, okay, yeah, that guy might have survived in critical condition, but like, yeah,
I mean,
that seat was just destined for that bad way to go.
yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised to learn that the death toll for that race, the confirmed death toll, was 1.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you never see any of the other guys. So
No, him, he's the one that's like, as he's running into the pillar and blows up.
yeah, and it just explodes. But
Yeah, like no coming back from that, buddy.
True.
All right. Our next question is a random category question for 10 lightsaber points. It is a scavenger hunt. I need you to find an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. And I just freaking knew you guys would have it. No.
I'm sure Tim has one sitting right there. So
Just pretend it's got laser
Pretend.
blade.
let's pretend.
Have a sword. I mean,
Wait, right here. I got it.
Rachel doesn't
Nice.
Rachel does
have a
have the
lightsaber.
lightsaber.
Hey, it's not working. There we go.
You're in hyperspace, Gail.
So is that Star Destroyer.
Come on.
Come on. The
There we
black
go.
box, black background.
The
Does the
real
Star
problem.
Destroyer count?
no, it's a reference to a lightsaber.
To a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
No.
You did.
No.
You did. Those are 10
You didn't get
lightsaber
it.
points. You
Jack.
can hit. Okay.
I mean,
I
Put
knew
it
that
in
was
the
gonna
garage.
like, come on. Like we didn't know this was going to play out this way.
Yep. Well, Jack, adjust your HP.
Oh, yeah. I got to do that.
I don't know. I guess I make a bad Star Wars nerd. I don't have a lightsaber replica.
I was actually a little bit shocked that
We
none of
do
the rest of you
downstairs.
You do.
We were married.
did. Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, I inherited one.
No. So did Luke.
I tried my ninja slaw.
It looks like a dog toy that's not long for this world.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our next question is a history question for 10 force points. What Rebel Alliance leader went on to become the first Supreme Chancellor of the New Republic? Tim.
On Mothma.
Mon Mothma is correct for 10 force points.
Yeah, I should have known that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of those rare things that carried over it's true in Legends and current canon. Like
Yeah.
Mon Mothma, there's no universe where she's not the first Supreme Chancellor of the New Republic.
Right.
Yeah, like even the books that Disney shit canned. she
Yeah,
was- yeah.
there's no continuity where Mon Mothma is not the first Supreme Chancellor of the New Republic. It's
Right.
one of those things that's completely unified. There is no discrepancy. All right. Our next question is also a history point. This one for 10 lightsaber points.
Wait, did Tim get 10 lightsaber points just now?
No, he got real points.
Oh,
Force
okay,
points.
okay.
What Sith Lord established the now infamous Rule of Two, making the Sith significantly harder for the Jedi to detect?
Rachel,
Rachel, what you got?
Darth Bane?
That is correct. For 10 lightsaber points, you can hit
Jack.
either me or yeah. Jack is gonna get murdered by Rachel, and I'm next. Because there's no one else to kill after Jack is gone. She's
Well,
getting
it
all
makes
the
it
lightsaber
interesting when you
points.
don't move.
It kind of does, doesn't it? It forces rivalries for the entire game. All right. And the
Use
worst
your
part,
hate.
the worst part of all is I'm adjacent to everyone.
Yep.
I'm in
Worse
literally
or
the
better?
worst spot you could be in.
All right, Jack, did you adjust your whatever?
He did. He
Yes.
did.
Of course I
Okay.
did. It doesn't take me 10 minutes to do it.
Oh.
I adjust my name every time too.
Our next question is a culture question for 10 blaster points. What is the name of the band playing in the Mos Eisley Cantina on that fateful Tatooine day when Luke Skywalker met Han Solo?
Jack,
Jack, what do you got?
Figrin Don and the modal nodes,
That's
Rachel.
correct.
Why do I have Mos Eisley Cantina?
because that's
Cantina.
where it was.
That's the
That's what it
location.
happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
Rachel.
yes.
Yes.
It's
Wait.
not the droids you're looking for.
Move along.
You will
These
not
aren't the
take my
points you're looking.
points. Exactly. You will
remove
not take
these
these
restraints and leave
points.
your weapon on the floor.
I will remove these restraints and leave my weapon on the floor.
And leave my blaster.
Yeah. That's Daniel Craig, by the way.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. All right, where's the Jar Jar questions?
First, you need to adjust your score.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she was just trying to gloss right over that.
No,
Yes,
I
you-
really wasn't. This is new to me, the whole me having to do it.
Yeah. Welcome to my world, people.
I know.
Our next question is a random category question. For 10 normal points, we're going to play a pointless debate.
Oh,
Here is the subject. Do we form a new Grand Army of the Republic to deal with the separatist threat or no? Which is the central debate of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And we're going to have it as if we are existing in universe. Who wants to go pro-militarization, militarization, and who does not?
I mean, I don't even understand what any of this means.
I'll go pro stormtrooper or pro clone army.
Or pro-clone army or anti-clone army. That's really
I
the
will
question.
go anti-clone army.
Okay. And Gail and Rachel, what do you want to do?
Gail, I'm so
I guess-
sorry.
No, no,
They
I-
threw different sides.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
so you still get
I'll
to
go
pick.
Tim.
Okay, so Rachel, you're with Jack.
The look of disappointment on his face.
Rachel, because you didn't get to choose a side.
No, do not let me go first. I don't even know what I'm saying.
No, listen.
Okay.
Because you didn't get to choose a side, you get to choose what. Think of it like a football game coin toss. If you go first, you don't go last. If you go last, you don't go first. So it's going to alternate between the two. You can have them go first, but that means you guys get the last word.
I like
Or-
that. I think I want
okay.
the last word. What do you think, Jack?
If I'm going to let you have the last word, it's going to be a shit show. So that's going to be great.
Okay. So Tim and Gail, who wants to go first?
I'll let him go first.
All right.
Give me just a second and I will start a timer. I don't have the, actually I might still have the ability to do a timer here.
So which topic is going first, for or against?
Well,
Against,
Us, we're against.
Right, but I
Okay.
mean, are we arguing first or is Jack arguing first?
You are.
your team is arguing first, and then it'll be Jack, and then whoever goes second on your team, and then Rachel will finish this off. I can't find where the stupid timer is, so I'll just keep track of it manually. Okay. Stopwatch. All right. Tim, Gail, which one of you is going first?
I'll go.
All right, Tim, whenever you're ready.
All right, so my name's Tim, and I'm here to argue against the mighty clone army of the Republic. And the reason why, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why is that I am a proud member of the UAW union reps on Alderaan. And one of our key tenets is we need to keep the work of the galaxy in the workers' hands. Cheap labor from droids, clones, all that does is it takes money out of the pocket of the working man and woman and whatever the hell that succubus thing on Tatooine was. I don't know. It just had suckers. I couldn't tell. But clones are anti-worker. End of story. Every time you create a clone, it means that your children and my children are all starving in the streets because we can't afford to feed them anymore because somebody grew a clone in a vat and gave it our jobs.
Okay.
Tim.
That's end of your time? Goodness. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm
go.
ready. All right.
All right.
So I can't even respond to the trusted delegate they call Tim because why would you not want a clone army? Instead of your children being drafted into an army to fight the separatists, why not create clones? Now, I'm not going to go into where all these clones already came from and how miraculously I already have an army built for this separatist movement to fight them. The only question is, why don't we make more? More clones, more soldiers, kill the separatists, wipe them out right now. You don't want your kids in a stormtrooper uniform. Give it to a clone. They grow in 5 years, full grown, military trained. Send them off. They're disposable organisms.
It's gracious.
I just have one response and just look at my name.
Oh gosh.
This is the most unethical conversation we've ever had. Like, I shouldn't have said
This is not
pointless
for
debate.
educational. This is not for educational purposes.
I shouldn't have said pointless debate. This is turning out to be quite serious. Whenever you're ready, I'll start the timer.
All right. I would just like to rebuttal some of the points that Jack made of, why not send your kids off? It's a matter of pride. You want to fight for yourself, your galaxy. You want to move forward and show how much you care. And what makes for a better battle? Just a bunch of duplicates or people that have their full heart in it and are wanting to put their own lives on the line. And they know that, oh, I'm not just, hey, clone neighbor. It's me I'm fighting for. I got to really be in it to win it. And, in addition to them taking all of our jobs, who is then left having to pay for all of the food for all of us? Everybody's now on welfare. And that's not a good solution either. So it really, do we want to have to pay for all the clones and ourselves because they've taken all our jobs? I don't think so. I think we'd be better off if we could each work for our own jobs.
My goodness.
I love how being a soldier in the Galactic Army is a job now.
Hey, there's like a proud tradition of
For a child.
going into the army, getting your college paid for, or whatever the Star Wars equivalent of college is. What's the GI Bill in Rebel Alliance terms?
Well, given
the galactic incentive.
I mean, the Imperial Alliance gives out good interest rates for college education.
If you watch Kenobi, like there's like homeless clones on the sides of the street. It's like, yikes. Those guys got thrown away. All right. That being said, Rachel, you are arguing for the creation of a clone army. Timer starts when you're ready.
I am ready. Okay, so I think I am pro clone army. Clone army? Yeah, clone army. Because A, you wouldn't have to be like, oh, Timmy's gonna grow up and have to go off and fight a battle. No, these are like literally clone armies. They have better accuracy. If they like get shot down, no one's like having to send a letter to Timmy's mom and dad and have a funeral and have to pay for like burial costs and everything like that. It's literally just a clone. They mean nothing. It's like Jack said, like, let's just make more. What's the point? Why have people grown and be slaughtered for war when you can just have a clone go in their place? No one has to worry about like prisoners of wars or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Why did you just look like that, Ryan? What's wrong? I hope I didn't say anything offensive. Anyways,
I'm out.
The entire argument is offensive.
Yeah, like there is no good side of the Clone Wars, right? Like this is just.
I Googled arguments for the Clone War and I was like, because I didn't know what to say. So maybe you shouldn't publish this episode because I don't want to be canceled.
No, it's fine. Like it's clearly we're operating in the fiction of it, right? So like,
yeah.
On that same token, I just want to say the Outer Rim will rise again.
The Outer Rim. Don't bring your war to the Outer Rim.
Okay, I didn't mean anything like that.
I know.
To be clear,
we were hanging out with just a bunch of good old droids.
Gosh. For anyone listening to this, I am not like that, I promise.
What's the dude's name from Mandalorian? The sheriff that's out in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, Cobb Vanth.
Yes, that's the voice I hear when you say that. Don't come out to the Outer Rim.
And to be clear, now that I have clarity and hearing both sides of the argument, I am very against the clone army.
Yeah, like
to clarify.
Okay. I'm gonna clarify something here. There is no good guy in the Clone Wars, right? Like,
yeah.
No, I know that.
The separatists, yeah, they use droids, so like it's slightly more ethical in that like they're not growing people in a petri dish to die. But those droids commit war crimes on the regular, so it's like pick your poison. One army is a war crime and the other just commits them left and right. So
well,
like
it's also hard arguing the point knowing what the clone army was actually built for.
Yeah.
Religious genocide.
Yes, it was not built to save the Republic. It was built to control and take over the Republic.
Yeah, that being
all I can say is the just create more clones thing just has that meme going off my head. Yeah, you know, clone printer goes brr.
You said the only question is how can we get more clones? That was okay. For the sheer audacity, like, okay, I have to say I love that Tim took it in an unethical direction too. Like that they took our jobs is pretty funny way.
Good. That was a good angle.
But the sheer audacity to just like present the complete utilitarian, cold, calculating, just wicked side of the clone army. I gotta go pro clone on this one. Guys, give yourselves 10 points, Rachel and Jack.
That was totally Jack.
But well done, Tim and Gail. Like this was
no, that was a fun one.
It was.
That was a fun one.
Well, it's because we all know the end of how all of this played out. So it's super hard to say, yes, I just need more clones. Because that would have fixed it all. If I'd had enough clones, I could have killed all the separatists. But then there would be nobody to fight against the Empire.
Yeah.
This whole conversation is just making me go, hey, I just figured out where the inflation came from between the Death Stars. They just printed more.
They're still trying to pay for the Clone Wars.
They are. They're working it into the bill that paid for the Death Star to recoup the money for the clone army.
Oh gosh.
Goodness gracious. That is a highly unethical battle or war situation there. All right. Our next question is a science question for 10 force points. Cloud City on Bespin is a mining colony whose operations are mining what resource?
Jack.
Jack, what do you
Tim.
have?
Tabana gas mine.
The Bana gas is correct for 10 force points. Give yourself 10
Whoa,
points.
Can I get bonus points if I tell you what it's used for?
It's used for lasers and starships, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, blasters.
Oh, well, I was a little too specific with that, but if I was giving myself the points, I would have. All right. Next question. Back-to-back science points. This one for 10 lightsaber points. Apart from looking cool, what is the purpose of the cross guard of Kylo Ren's lightsaber?
Gail.
Gail, what do you
They
have?
allow it to operate safely.
Yes, his kyber crystal is unstable and needs to be vented. And
Like that seems counterintuitive. Like you've
Right.
got two extra lightsabers pointing out the side, and that's making your lightsaber more safe. Like,
It's bringing balance to the force.
look, it's Star Wars science. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
Mhm.
Gail, 10 lightsaber points. You can hit me, Jack, or Tim.
We'll go Jack
just-
this time.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm just saying, like, if they're Kylo Ren's lightsaber points, it would have been really appropriate to hit Tim.
True story.
Honestly,
loved
if
one
they
with
were
it.
Kylo Ren's, I should have maybe hit all three of you.
Yeah, fair point. I've got computer consoles behind me, so. All right. Our next question, a random category question. We are going to play Pictionary.
oh my god.
This is not going to be.
Jar Jar Binks is the answer.
The Red Sea.
Okay.
I'm not going to see half of this drawing because you're starting too far down. Oh, can I?
Yeah,
draw
I
here
don't
too?
even see any of it, Ryan. I just see a line.
It's an
from the
X-Wing.
side.
It is an
X-Wing.
X-Wing. Holy crap.
No way.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
I was gonna go X-wing, Y-wing.
That was just a random Star Wars guess.
Yeah, that was for 10 force points. Tim, give them to yourself. That was just, yeah, a random Star Wars guess, and it just happened to freaking work out. The very first thing he said, too. It wasn't like he went down a list and just happened to hit it. It was just like, bam, X-Wing. Wow. I'm a little bit taken aback by that. All right, our next question.
You're lucky sometimes.
Yeah. Our next question is that's not how the Force works. Him, great Jedi wrong. All right. This question is a culture question for 10 blaster points. In the gangster favorite card game Sabacc, what constitutes a full Sabacc? Tim, what's that?
Consists of 5 cards together equaling 0, one of which is a Psylop.
Yes, that is correct. For 10 blaster points, you can hit anybody you like, and I'm also disabling you for the next question.
I'll hit Jack.
All
Big
right.
shocker
Jack's
there.
down to 30, and ion cannon open fire, disable Tim. Next question. We're going to do a history question. Also for 10 blaster points. In the year 19 BBY, what neutral planet was irreversibly drawn into the Clone Wars?
No, I think I know what it is now, and it seems so simple now that I think.
All
about
right,
it.
I'm going to hit Tim. It's Mandalore.
Yeah. That was my next one because it came up in a search, and I never imagined Mandalore being neutral in anything. Like,
It was a recent development, like,
yeah.
because they've had a warrior culture for a very, very long time until fairly recently, and then Duchess Satine kept Mandalore out of the Clone Wars for the vast majority of it
because she
until,
was in love with Obi-Wan.
and then Maul took over freaking Mandalore, and
Yeah.
then the Republic
See, I went the
nosed
wrong
its way
way
in
with
there.
Maul. I went to his home planet, and they were never neutral.
No,
So wait, does that mean you get the points, Ryan?
it
He
does,
already
and I'm
hit
hitting Tim. So
Yeah, I already took mine down.
yeah, I see that. Our next question is a science question for 10 force points. The infamous Trillion Massacre was done by what dangerous species?
Tim,
Tim, what you got?
dwarf Rathtars.
Dwarf Rathtars is correct for 10 force points. Yep. All right, just 3 more questions, guys. Our next one is a history question for 10 blaster points. In 896 BBY, this future Grand Master of the Jedi Order was born.
Yeah.
Jack.
Gail, what do you got?
Yoda.
Like,
Yoda
how is that not just a guess? Like, what the
Rathdar.
hell?
Yeah, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not
Good
live.
you.
10 blaster points. Where are they going, Gail?
Tim.
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 All right.
I call
Our
him Tim.
Our next question, our penultimate question, is a culture question for 10 lightsaber points. The Gungans of Naboo created this favorite galactic pastime, now played exclusively by droids.
Can I choose who gets to answer?
Sure.
Tim.
Yeah, big shocker.
Noonaball.
Noonaball is correct.
I thought somebody just said that.
Uh-uh.
I
It's
had that
10
in my
lights.
notes. Somebody just said that.
It's 10 lightsaber points. Where are they going, Tim? Me or Gail?
You've been oddly unattacked, so I'm going to go after you.
Okay, yeah. I kind of
That's
guessed.
just because me and Rachel have been fighting like siblings over here.
Yeah.
We essentially are siblings, Jack, just not blood
Oh.
related.
Our next question to close out the night is a random category question for 10 blaster points. So whoever gets this will get to give their parting shot, so to speak. It is the elimination game, hands up, no Google. It is a Star Wars edition. So if I say a general category, it doesn't apply to real life. It applies to Star Wars, right? So that is implied. And the reason I say that is because some of these are kind of broad, except in the context of Star Wars. For example, our first category, we will be going in presentation order. So that'll be Rachel, me, Tim, Jack, Gail. Generals. Rachel, you get us started.
General Kenobi.
General Skywalker.
General, yeah, Windu.
General Winchester.
Grievous.
Was he ever a general?
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
basically every Jedi Master is.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's basically every jet.
Yeah, Grievous.
General Leia,
Ah,
the other
dang it.
Skywalker.
It's true.
Rachel.
General Jar Jar Binks.
That's actually true. That's
Oh.
correct. I can't believe it, but that's correct.
Oh,
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
Go ahead, Ryan.
General of the
General
Grand Gungan
Solo.
Army.
General Solo.
Okay.
The other General Sky.
Skywalker. Yes.
The
There's
other
two.
one. General Plo.
Yeah, General Plo Koon, yeah.
General Mon Mothma.
I don't think she was actually ever general.
She's
I will
civilian.
Yeah. She she was like a seditious civilian and part of a rebellion, but I don't think she did military service. All right, so our next category, Rachel, you're going to start us off with outlaws,
What does that mean?
criminals.
Criminals?
Yep.
That scary guy with the red and black face paint.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Actually, yeah, that counts. He led crime syndicates. So speaking of leading crime syndicates, Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
like-
it's his son.
Yeah. I
I'll
may
go
be
with-
mispronouncing his name.
Yeah, I'll go with Han Solo.
Han Solo's good. Rachel?
The Emperor.
No.
The Emperor's son now.
No. Sadly, everything he did was perfectly legal.
I
Wow.
will make it legal.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
So, Rachel, close your screen out so that we know you're eliminated.
Well, wait. How do I do that without going away?
You
On
just
the
hit the
bot-
stop video.
Stop video on the bottom left.
How do I do that without?
Man, I'm upset because I was gonna say Hondo Onaka next.
Yeah, I was going
Oh.
with Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna get eliminated.
The Clone Wars gives you like 60 of these.
Oh,
bad
there's
boys,
so many.
Speaking of the Clone Wars giving you like 60 of these bad boys, we're gonna go with Jedi next. So
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna say Luke Skywalker.
Shoka.
Ahsoka, yeah.
Flo.
Windu.
Yoda.
Anakin.
Coyote Mundi.
Leia.
Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan blocked my brain, man. I was trying to remember the name of that like really snooty librarian. Jocasta knew.
The librarian.
Oh yeah, with the beard.
No, she's like, if an item does not appear in our records,
Then it does not exist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who am I
All
thinking
right.
of? He was on the council. He had the
Yeah,
the long skinny head with the white
I don't-
beard.
that's
I can't
Coyote
remember-
Mundi.
Yeah.
I did say him.
I can't
Okay.
remember the other, like, the green guy the Emperor killed. Like, had the, like,
Oh, Kit Fisto.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I can never
Um,
remember his name.
He's cool though. He's got a cool arc in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
All right. Tim, start us off with starships.
Victory class Star Destroyer.
It's going to have to be the Millennium Falcon.
Oh wait, are we supposed to be naming names or classes?
You can do
of ships?
classes or specific ships.
I mean, it's a Corellian freighter then. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, the Eclipse.
Honestly, I don't even know what, like, I can't remember what the freaking attack ship is in Clone Wars.
You're done. The
I know.
Venator class Star Destroyer.
Yeah, like and then, I mean, I don't know what Boba Fett ship is called or
Slave
Mando's
One.
ship.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I was just gonna start going down the wings: A wing, B wing, C wing. E
Yeah.
I was
wing.
gonna say you
I
forgot all the
actually-
X-wing, Y-wing.
Yeah, if I had actually started thinking that way, but I mean, I think it was the way that Ryan worded the question had me like double taking. Like, can I just
TIE
say,
Fighter, TIE Bomber,
Yeah,
TIE
it's like, can I
Interceptor.
just say TIE Fighter?
Yeah.
See, now I was expecting you to do like animals.
Yeah, animals would have been fun.
Yeah.
I did have as a backup category dark side users. Which sounds like it would be just a small category, but there's a lot of them that are not Sith Lords.
Yeah.
So
And technically, a lot of the Jedi have used it too.
yeah, you got Mace Windu as a very famous outlier there.
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell something really kind of cool? Actually,
Sure.
no, I probably shouldn't. I was
Give me
gonna
just
say
a
about
second.
okay.
We'll close this out because we have finished.
Okay.
Tim, those were 10 blaster points. Who's getting hit for the last hit?
Rachel.
Rachel, bringing us down to a three-way tie. Rachel, adjust your score. Well,
Tim, I
guys,
cannot believe you.
Must keep balance in all things.
Well, he was
It's a
shooting
central
at me.
tenet of
He was
the
shooting
Force.
at me, and he missed, and that's what you get with stormtroopers instead of clone troopers.
Nice.
Oh goodness. Well, guys, this was a very fun themed episode of the Raw Quiz Show. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. It's been great. Have a good night. Do be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as you're leaving a comment, why don't you tell us whether or not we should make a Grand Army of the Republic using clone troopers? Thanks, and have a good night, day, or whenever you're watching.
Oh shit, here we go.